up, everybody? This is Jude from Section 116, ArgosEndzone.com. Time for Week 5 action as the Argos host the Montreal Alouettes at BMO Field. As always, click the See More button on the YouTube channel, jump to the chapter you want to see, and we'll get this thing rolling with a look back at what happened last week. The much-vaunted return of Trevor Harris with the Ottawa Redblacks to take on the Argos really came down to two plays, as Ellison had one very long catch and run, breaking 4 or 5 tackles, and is it Jackson, the return man, who returned a punt, broke several tackles, and was able to score a touchdown. In the post-game comments, head coach Scott Milanovich said that they were lacking in their fundamentals in terms of their execution on the field. For those who don't know, when you read between the lines, when a coach says lacking in fundamentals, it says that his team can't tackle. This is day one for playing contact football, is being able to put another man down on the ground and stop the play. So there was broken tackles left, right, and center. There were players, Argos hitting each other, trying to make plays. I mean, the desire was there. The execution was just brutal. The halftime adjustments, usually a calling card of a Milanovich team, really have to give credit to Ottawa as they were able to make the adjustments and move the ball more effectively. The one thing I noticed myself as a casual observer was Ottawa was able to run a very effective screen pass to the wideouts to the outside. When they decided to put the nail in the coffin there in the fourth quarter, Harris was able to pump fake that screen, causing the defense to jump up, and then just sailed one easily down the field for a nice long completion, another first down, pretty much killed the clock. So in terms of the upside of that game, we saw some great hustle by A.J. Jefferson coming from the other corner to make a big tackle at the other end. They played well in the first half. They forgot about the second half of the game. On paper, this is a game that the Argos should win, as Montreal has struggled to be able to generate any offense and haven't been able to keep opposing teams out of the end zone. With the loss of All-Pro S.J. Green, the focus really falls on Duron Carter. Now, he seems to have bounced back from that, let's call it the incident against Ottawa, where he decided to knock their coach down on the sidelines. It was unique. Now, so you're looking at that. Of course, Nick Lewis is always going to be there. The question mark's really at quarterback, as they haven't been able to find a solid pivot after Kevin Glenn went down. They haven't been able to get back on track. Trying a couple different guys at the position just hasn't come through. So what they really got to do is depend on their defense, which is a little bit challenging. Now, I mean, their defense is still really strong. Any defense has got Chip Cox, you've got to be aware of, as that guy is very, very fast, very, very strong. It's really, really hard, and it's really mean. Like, basically everything you want from a defender. If he was wearing double blue, he'd probably be my favorite player. He's not, so I've got to hate him. You know how it goes, right? You know how this goes. So this could be one of those battle for field position situations where neither offense has been able to excel or exploit an opposing defense. This could be coming down to special teams getting that field position and maximizing every opportunity to get points. Who should you be keeping an eye on this week? When the Argos have the ball, I'm going to be looking at number 3, Brandon Whitaker. This is not because he's a former Alouette. It's because he's their Mr. Everything when it comes to the Argos on offense. He's got to carry the ball, catch the ball, and block for the ball. So, as I mentioned before, with Chip Cox on the field, and you also got Amor Stewart, who I believe is the active leader in sacks in the CFL. So, when he's on the field as well, you're going to have to be able to protect Ricky Ray and give him every opportunity to move downfield. And an effective running game will take that pressure off as well. So, I'm looking at Whitaker to be a huge factor this week, similar to what he did in week three against BC, as he was able to keep Eliminian and Big Hill from being able to focus on one portion of the game. Creating that two-pronged attack made everything very, very difficult for BC, which is a very, very good defense. So in a good rather than very, very good defense that you got in Montreal, an effective Brandon Whitaker could be the difference in that game. And when the Argos are on defense, I'm looking at Corey Greenwood, linebacker with the Argos, number 27. He's got sideline-to-sideline speed. He's very Chip Cox. I mean, when you think about it, he's fast, he tackles well, and he plays mean. So he's pretty much the Argos answer Chip Cox, and he's going to be everywhere, making a lot of impact, which is of course what we pay to see. So again, keep an eye on number 27 Corey Greenwood on defense, number 3 Brandon Werther on offense. When it comes to predicting the score for this week, we've actually got some numbers to be able to crunch together and come up with a statistical look here. Based on what the Argos have scored, what Montreal's allowed, and vice versa, Argos come out 24-20. And you know what? The way both teams have played, that might even be a little bit high. But I'm going to err on that side, and let's go with 24-20. Cool? It's worth a shot. I mean, I'm just throwing numbers out there. You know that, right? That'll wrap things up with our look at Week 5. Hope you had some fun. Feel free to like, comment, and share on this video. Let us know what you like and didn't like as we keep evolving the channel for you. Follow us on our social media accounts. You know the routine. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Hey, you might be watching us on YouTube right now, so give us a little thumbs up there, right? Maybe a little subscription. Yeah, whatever you like. So, yeah, Argos game, home game, which is going to be great. Get back there to BMO. That's not going to feel like home until they win, right? They're 0-2 at the stadium, which is a little frustrating. So hopefully things turn around this week. Monday night, again, there's always arguments against the crowd being good, but for me, there's no excuses. That's why you're there. I'm coming from Peterborough, for crying out loud, all right? Now, speaking of the game, for your Pokemon Go fans, what I'm hearing is that there will be lures set at the stadium to try to bring some of those in. Hopefully it's happening at halftime, so I'm not slapping phones out of people's hands while the game is going on. But come on down there and check that out. Also, if you're looking for free tickets and such, Kate Bearness from TSN Sports Center, she will be at the local pub in Liberty Village giving away tickets there. I think it was 5 o'clock. I forgot about the time. Check out her Twitter account. It's got all the information there. And tell her that Jube says hi. She'll probably say, who? But, again, it's, like a 7:30 start? I can't even remember what start it is. I'm going to be there early. I got to be there early and make sure it's happening anyway. But if you can't be there in person, make sure you're in front of the TV. And, yeah, it's going to be a great time. Until next time, this is Jude from Section 116 at ArgosEnzo.com, reminding you that we ride the rail and we ride it hard.